What's up with the squad? Back with another video. Y'all see in the title is going down. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button for me. Please, y'all see in the title. Got Karmelo Anthony being charged with first degree. Saying he's been tried as an adult. As y'all know, just turned 18. If convicted, he'll spend the rest of his life in prison with no parole. Telling y'all, let's check it out.
We have confirmed with Collin County authorities that an indictment of first degree has been handed down by a grand jury against Karmelo Anthony. The 17-year-old Frisco High School student has been free on bond since this incident on April 2nd. We are also waiting for reaction or a statement from his attorney and family spokesperson. The father of Austin Metaf, who was Jeff Metaf, tells me in a statement he is, quote, just glad that the process is moving forward and I look forward to the trial now, end quote. We are also expecting a statement from Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis, whose office will prosecute this case. A first-degree charge carries with it a possible sentence of 5 up to 99 years or life in prison if convicted. Anthony claims he stabbed Metaf in self-defense during an altercation that preceded the stabbing. Now, the next step in this legal process is the assigning of a judge who will then set an initial appearance date. And that initial appearance date for Karmelo Anthony could be, I'm told, days, weeks, or even months down the road. And a trial date won't be set before 2026.
Telling y'all, it's getting wild. It's definitely getting wild. Sarah Fields here posted, Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis announced today that Collin County grand jury has indicted Karmelo Anthony for first degree in the Frisco track meet stabbing on Austin Metaf. You know, pretty crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Definitely crazy, definitely sad. Let's check out what Greg Willis has to say.
Good afternoon. Earlier this spring, our community was shaken by what happened at a school track meet in Frisco. The violent loss of 17-year-old Austin Metaf. For weeks now, my team has been presenting evidence to the grand jury, and today I summarized that evidence, and I asked the grand jury to return a first-degree indictment against Karmelo Anthony, which they did. With this indictment, the case now moves formally into the court system. From this point forward, we'll continue doing our job both fully and fairly to pursue justice under the law. As for the scheduling of the trial, that will be up to the court. But when the time comes, we will be ready. Now, we know that this case has struck a deep nerve here in Collin County and beyond. And that's understandable. When something like this happens at a school event, it shakes people to the core.
Mm-hmm.
But let's remember that the justice system works best when it moves with steadiness and principle. That's what we're committed to, and that's what this case deserves. We're also mindful of Austin's family and everyone who loved him. Please keep them in your thoughts, and if you're willing, your prayers as well. Finally, let's remember that a defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
Let me tell y'all, all the stuff that they have on Karmelo is screaming guilty. I don't know how many times I have to say this. And I feel like that's why it took a lot of time. I feel like it was definitely a lot of evidence, a lot of things that obviously needed to be gathered up. You know, and I'm glad. I definitely. One thing I hate, and I know that y'all hate too, I'm not even gonna lie, is that first off, y'all looking at the fact that he's walking around, you know, freely, even though that, you know, he's on house arrest and stuff like that. Basically, he's not in jail. He's not in a jail cell. He's not in a prison cell. So, of course, you know, he's still, you know, walking around freely, you know, in a home, in a big home at that, which is pretty insane. The second thing is, you know, he's got his diploma. You know, it just seems like everything is going well for Karmelo and his family. But let me tell y'all something. They're gathering, or they have gathered, and still seeing things. You know, they also have over 30 witnesses. I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of things that I know for a fact they have. You know, they definitely do. Sarah Fields put here, as soon as court documents are available, I release them to the public, usually within 24 hours. So make sure y'all stay tuned. If y'all don't follow Sarah Fields, make sure y'all go do that, because she is great with getting information and sharing information. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I don't even know how she does it. I wouldn't even lie to y'all. Sometimes I really don't know how she does it when it comes to this stuff. Sarah Fields actually said, for everyone asking, no, this will not affect his bail. When I tell y'all this a lot of these things are pretty crazy with this. It definitely is. Here's somebody else. Just announced Karmelo Anthony was indicted by grand jury for, Austin Metcalf. Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis announced today that the Collin County grand jury has indicted a defendant for first degree, April 2nd, 2025, of what happened with Austin Metcalf during a high school track meet. The meet that he wasn't even really supposed to be at. It was told that he skipped school. And I'm telling y'all, it's a lot of things that obviously they had to gather. And I know, like I said, I know that a lot of people are disliking the fact that it took them this long. But at the same time, I feel that it is definitely completely necessary to gather a lot of evidence, to gather a lot of things down, even though that we looking at it like it wasn't self-defense. You clearly see it. There's plenty of other videos. There was a video that we just went over that a reporter literally said that basically in that video it showed no indication, of physical touch at all when it came to a physical altercation. It didn't come from Karmelo or Austin Metcalf. So that should tell you a lot. It's not showing any self-defense. And like I said, there's over 30 witnesses that they've gathered between coaches, the staff that was there, and students. And then you have here, I apologize if y'all can't see this, but I'll read it to you, or y'all can go check it out yourselves if y'all want to. I do not follow this dude, probably won't ever, because of how ignorant he is. This is Minister Dominique Alexander. So says here, and he obviously, I didn't think that he was going to say anything, but I'm not surprised. Says, today we are informed by the Collin County District Attorney that Karmelo has been indicted. As many of you know, this is first step in the criminal proceeding, and now legal process will move forward toward trial. Over the past several months, I've worked closely with Karmelo's family to ensure that they have the proper legal representation and the support they need to navigate. Blah blah blah. It's not making sense. It really, this stuff doesn't matter, to be honest with you. Let me be honest. It is easy to go on social media and give an opinion. Yeah, this is the stuff I want to see. Let me be honest. It is easy to go on social media and give an opinion. It's easy to post without facts. A lot of this stuff is factual. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of the stuff that I post, a lot of the stuff that you see this person posting, and as I'm scrolling down, I see Sarah Fields down here posting a lot of stuff down here, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Somebody said, LOL, hiding my replies, huh? She replied literally. I'm gonna tell y'all what she replied after I read these last few sentences. Literally says here, and sadly, even some people who claim to be supporters have shared misinformation, not always with bad intent, but still harmful. Let me tell y'all something, because they know it's true. They're putting out things. So every time this dude speaks, every time he posts something, every time he does something, it makes him look bad. Literally just said, and sadly, even some people who claim to be supporters have shared misinformation. No, obviously that is the correct information. Y'all just don't want it to get out. Got to hear, this case involves multiple minors and sensitive details that I cannot and will not speak about publicly. Of course you won't. Don't do nothing but lie. That is why, from the beginning, I have refused to let this be tried in court of public opinion. There will be a trial, there will be a courtroom, and NGAN and that's his company, is committed to making sure that Karmelo received a fair trial, free from lies, outside interference, and bigotry. That's his favorite word, right there. To the R words, I'm not saying on my channel, the bigots, those filled with hate who targeted Karmelo, his family, even myself, do not intimidate us. We are not backing down. There's nobody targeting nobody. There's nobody targeting nobody. It's just a simple fact of people just letting him necessarily know what's true and to put facts out there. Stop lying. Be for real. You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. This case is yet another example of what it means to be black in America. Oh, God, they got to stop with that. We're even our self-defense is questioned. I'm telling y'all, bro, like, this is ridiculous. Says, as we move forward, I ask that you pray for the Anthony family, stand with us to fight against white supremacy, and support the truth and due process. We're steady, we're focused, we're committed. Let justice speak in the courtroom. Minister Dominique Alexander, let me tell y'all something, a fool. Let me tell y'all something. One thing about this whole thing is that they're making this thing to be a race issue. They're making this out to be, let's throw race into this. Because if he actually had a kind, a nice heart, a great heart about himself, and he wasn't that ignorant of a person, he would have said, pray for the Anthony family and the Metcalf family. That's the right. It's not about, okay, let's bash, the Metcalf family, but it shouldn't be that way. You know what I mean? That's how it's looking. It's looking we let's pray for let's pray for the Anthony family, but not throwing in that Metcalf. And I feel like it is necessary because at the end of the day, it's child, lost his life. And from what I'm understanding, from what the reporter was saying, is that the video that they saw, that obviously, it could not be recorded. Video couldn't be recorded, couldn't be shared yet, but it showed no physical altercations. It showed no physical touch whatsoever between Karmelo and Austin Metcalf, what it said. And this just goes to show you. Literally, Sarah said right here, oh, look, another opportunity for you to raise funds. And we're going to get to that. Trust and believe. Here is another post saying Karmelo Anthony has been indicted, faces life in prison, for unaliving Austin Metcalf at the high school track meet. Do you think his family will spend all of that GoFundMe money on a lawyer? Let me tell y'all something. This next post that I'm about to show y'all, literally, it's not surprising, but it's definitely sad. It's disgusting. I'm not even gonna lie. It's sad. It's definitely sad. And one thing about it, it shows someone's character. So you have it here. Sarah Fields has posted breaking. Karmelo Anthony's family has updated. Yeah, y'all see it right here. Karmelo family has updated their Give, Send, Go goal to nearly double its previous request at 1.4 million. Yeah, 1.4 million, and has a message for their donors. Their statement regarding Karmelo, they state that the DA indicted their son and refer to him as Reader's nephew, friend, and neighbor. They imply that Karmelo would decide on a full trial as opposed to a plea deal. That's on them. That's what they want to do. That's on them. Because it's not looking like a good look. It's not a good look at all. So they state that the funds are for the following. Listen closely. It's pretty crazy. Safe relocation for their family, basic living expenses, transportation, trauma-informed counseling for the entire family, enhanced security measures, likely from Dominique Alexander fraudulent security team, which is correct, and retaining qualified legal counsel and an investigative team. Let me tell y'all something. I feel like this is just things added on because that whole $536,000 is gone. They wanted to come with those lies. We didn't get this money. We didn't pay for this. We didn't do that. We didn't do this. Now the goal is at 1.4 million. I don't know. A little odd. Hey, that's a little odd. You got to hear Dominique Alexander, the career criminal who has been advocating for Karmelo, also released a statement today. He stated that there will be a trial. He also will be using his fraudulent organization to ensure that Karmelo receives a fair trial. He states that this case is an example of what it means to be black in America, where even self-defense is questioned. Dude is ridiculous, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Dude is ridiculous. As Karmelo is clearly not being held accountable for his violent actions by his father, his family, or influences around him. Let me tell y'all something. It's more so a like father, like son. I'm not going to go into detail whatsoever when it comes to how Karmelo's dad is, but just know that he's a disrespectful dude. I'm not even gonna lie. He's a very disrespectful dude. The way that the way that he responds, the way that his anger is, somebody should definitely take his phone. And I say that because the way that he talks to women, and I'm not going to, put out nobody information. We've talked about this woman before, but on top of that, I do want to say that he's y'all seen him do the little whole interview with Dominique Alexander, him hiding in the back, he's behind his cell phone. It's he's a different person. That's all I'm gonna say. He's a different person. The way that he speaks to people, but they want to say that this family is just the perfect family, and Karmelo's a hero, and this and that. Let me also show y'all this. Right here is Austin Metcalf's GoFundMe. Y'all can donate to his GoFundMe. I'm pretty sure y'all can just look up Austin Metcalf, and the screen looks like this. So y'all not, I know there'd be a lot of fakes out there. Trust me. I literally made a car event for myself. I made a car event, and I wanted to, anyways, I'm into cars, and somebody literally put down, they commented down some type of website to where people can pay for like expenses for the car, and I didn't know who to do what. So just be aware, there are fakes out here. It's pretty sad, but there are fakes. But y'all got here, Reverend Ray Sisman. When I tell y'all, man, that this dude is definitely ridiculous. Literally has, I don't care what the indictment says, self-defense is not a crime, and Karmelo Anthony is innocent. This was just posted by Rev Ray Sisman. It just goes to show y'all how just how disgusting people are when it comes to stuff like this, bro. And I cannot wait till it all comes out. I can't wait to show that clear video of everything, because it's going to tell us everything we need to know. Got it here. Do y'all think Karmelo Anthony deserves life in prison, or what do y'all think that Karmelo Anthony deserves? I'm pretty sure I know most of y'all answers, but I want to know in the comments what y'all think. I know there's a lot of people that watch my videos that really don't like me or who I am, and they still watch my videos some way. I don't know. I have a lot of people like that. People that are siding with Karmelo, and people that are siding with Austin Metcalf. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing: I'm a person of wrong or right, and Karmelo Anthony was definitely in the wrong. It's not about picking, choosing, picking sides. It's just about right or wrong with me. I'm not even gonna lie. And Karmelo Anthony was definitely in the wrong, and people need to see that. They need to stop looking at everything as race. Oh, because he's black, they're doing this and they're doing. It ain't about that at all. It's not about that at all. My thing is have all that same energy. All people they want to say this and say that, have all that same energy for the people in y'all communities, in y'all neighborhoods, when it comes to these black on black crimes. Have that same energy. Not even black or black crimes. Just any crime. Have that same energy. All that folk don't, have it. Have it there. And like I said, I'm gonna speak on the right or wrong. Somebody wrong about it, you wrong. At the end of the day. I'll sit there and boost it. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe. I definitely appreciate y'all. Much love to everybody. Catch y'all next one.